5, 4.
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
Um, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Man, I thought this shit would automatically recognize your controller. What the fuck, Hoyo? I guess I don't know. I guess at this point, I feel like I need to see through for Genshin Impact. Because there's really nothing left to do. You don't really get enough pulls to do anything. So, pretty much just story at this point.
Hey, did you see who just walked by? I think she's that famous merc. Hey, did you see who just... Yeah, it's gotta be her. That red hair gives her away. The flame mane. They say she can take...
So Neil and what's her name switch places, huh?
It takes courage to main... Hello, my name is Hussein. I'm responsible for managing administrative affairs in the Grand Bazaar and Treasure Street on behalf of the Academia. It's always one thing after another.
If I knew who these characters were before, I probably have to leave this place to, you know.
Did you see who just walked by?
It takes courage to maintain
like
a
some
peaceful life. It takes courage. Hello, it's always one...
Would you like some fruit?
It takes courage
How
to
will I ever
maintain a
save enough
peaceful
money
life,
to buy
too.
that custom-made axe with floral carvings from the blacksmith? How will I ever save enough money to buy that custom-made axe with floral carvings from the blacksmith? To use as a weapon, of course. As Hussein's secretary, I must ensure his safety. Peace is
Interesting. There used to be a little girl here with some cats.
It takes courage to maintain.
Lord Kabe Bay, did you get a chance to review this month's accounts? Any
Is
feedback?
this supposed to be Dory?
You mean the version you sent over a few days ago? Yeah, I took a look when I received it. I was thinking that maybe our profit margin is a little excessive. I visited some of our commercial partners last month. Their earnings are very slim.
Are you suggesting that we give up some of our profits for them?
Well, since we have more than we need, yes. Making money for its own sake is pointless. Don't worry, I've already planned for it, and the numbers look fine. We can adjust the rates starting from next month. Also, about that designer you hired, I've had to revise his proposal 3 times now, but he just doesn't seem to... Let's cut our losses. Pay him his fee and send him on his way. I'd like you to get Layla on this instead. She was Cyrus's student, and she designed the Palace of Alcazarzare. Seems like a much safer choice. Hmm? Who's sneaking around over there?
Mr. Cave?
Do you recognize this person, sir?
Yes, it's all right. We've met. This is Kale, Sethos' trainee. He brought her along the last time I went for drinks with him. What brings you to the city, Kale? Is your master here too?
No, this is all wrong! Why is Mr. Cave saying that too? Tainari is my master, not Sethos! This can't be real. I have to ask someone else. There's gotta be someone else out there who still remembers the truth.
Hey, wait! Don't run off! How strange. What's gotten into her today?
It's like everyone switched places. I guess I'll keep looking around.
Hmm.
The Grand Sage always used to disappear the moment he got off work, but recently, for whatever reason, he's been seen sifting through records in the House of Dana late into the night. We asked him if there was anything unusual going on, but he answered us with a question of his own. Don't you find it strange that someone with my personality would willingly accept the position of sage?
Willingly accept the position of sage.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Students are under so much pressure these days. Sometimes I just want to write their papers for them.
Lots of visitors today, I see. Welcome all. It's been a while.
Hey, Rahman. You know that guy who sells face powder on Treasure Street? I haven't seen him around in a while. Any idea what happened to him?
Oh, you mean a Hongar? Yeah, he got into a brawl with Shavirme on Treasure Street. He's been banned from setting up shop there for now.
Seriously? Oh, well, that's a shame. I was planning to pick out some makeup for you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
The legendary Flame Mane discussing makeup with the Zubair Theater star dancer.
So they switch
That is
places?
something you don't see every day.
Flaming? You know, I'm not actually sure when people started calling me that. Maybe the other Eremites thought I needed a fiercer title to scare people off? To be completely honest, I think the title would fit you better than me, Dia.
You think? Can't say I've never imagined myself as a merc. If I ever give up the dancing, maybe I'll head to the desert and give the Eremite life a try.
You would?
Is that so strange?
Oh, not at all. In fact, I've actually had similar thoughts before. If I ever get tired of sleeping out in the wild, I think I might go look for a job at the Zubair Theater. I've adored the dance of Sub-Zeros ever since the first time I saw you perform it. If the chance ever came up, I'd love to try it out on stage for myself.
Really? If our manager Sataria heard you say that, she'd hold you to it. Probably grab you by the sleeve and never let you go again. Hey, when that day comes, I'll do your makeup myself. How's that sound?
Sure. If the day comes, I'd be honored. Everyone I know, everything I've ever known. Suddenly it's all a jumbled mess. The question is,
Well, the new freaking Dea
or
situation
me?
doesn't seem like a jumbled mess.
My
But
head
those are
feels
just
so
they just
heavy.
replace each other. Usually others
Straight.
are all over the place. Like the guy, the head of the Adventurers Guild replaced Catherine, but a little girl replaced him. Zaino replaced by Tainari, and Tainari replaced by Silas, so Silas replaced by Zaino. You're just all over the place.
All right, not a single Mora short. That covers you for this month's rent.
That Kave, of course.
What a relief.
Or at least I'll hate them and Kave.
Fees I received this month wouldn't be enough.
Did Dora replace I'll hate them?
Don't fret. Just let me know and I'll give you a few days' grace. We've known each other long enough for that. Anyway, how are you settling in? I couldn't help but notice that you're staying up late quite often. Yeah, I can't explain it. I just feel more inspired at night. Once I get in the zone, I can race through a whole bunch of drafts, no problem. But what about you? I keep hearing you sighing these days. Is everything okay? Well, it's just... Don't you think this house is a little small? I guess I should be used to it after living here for so many years. But for some reason, I've been feeling claustrophobic recently. I want to move somewhere bigger. Once I've made enough Mora, I'm gonna buy a huge new house. As big as... that true? I'll never...
Alright, so this is supposed to be I'll hate them, but still, part of her is still Dory. The very fact she wants a big house, that is not I'll hate them. Why is this... everything looking weirder? Like I'm heading towards the border of something. Like usually this is how the... everything started turning to red when you get towards the border.
Mahamatra Tainari, we've apprehended the suspect.
They say
Awful.
that the fool is prone to blind faith, but the wise man is not immune to it either.
Is he gonna make
Siraj,
jokes?
Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Siraj.
Tainari. You were the one who turned the sages against me. Just a few words of caution from you was all it took to destroy
Isn't
my
this
research.
Alhaitham's enemy?
And now you're trying to stop me again? You should know that mechanical life is the future. We must cast aside our useless flesh and...
That's enough. I'm not in the mood to listen to your lunacy. Anyone could
And
tell
this-
you how amateur your work is. Karina, Ilias, put him somewhere safely out of the way.
Yes, sir.
Next on the agenda is...
Master?
What is it? Wait, did Professor Zahahati send you? She's been encouraging me to take on an apprentice. Might be getting a bit ahead of herself there, though.
No, Master! It's me! Kale! Listen to me. Something really weird is going on in Sumeru City. It's like everyone's identities have switched around. You're not the General Mahamatra. You're a forest watcher. Just yesterday, we agreed to come to Sumeru City today to go shopping together, and...
All right, there's no rush. Let's back up a little. Your name is Kale, correct? Although this is our first meeting,
First?
you do seem strangely familiar somehow. Is there anything I can help you with?
Man, look how low polygon those ribbons are, or something. This the string comes through with the hoodie. They use a close up of a Hatham, of Tainari, and it looks weird.
What is it?
Girl's having a mental breakdown.
Did you have another nightmare? I've told you before, when you're tired, lay down on your back in bed
The
and
fuck?
get some proper sleep. It's much better for you than napping on your front. Poor posture obstructs your breathing, which can lead to all sorts of weird dreams. Now, we're supposed to go shopping in Sumeru City today, remember? Cheer up. I'll take you to Hushang's. I heard he's got some new toys in stock. Go wash your face, take some deep breaths, and when you're ready, we'll head out.
Okay. Thanks, Master Tainari. So it was just a dream.
And yet, dreams can sometimes be a warning of things that will soon come to pass.
Who said that?
That dream felt unusually real, didn't it? Here's my suggestion. Since you're heading into Sumeru City anyway, you may as well tell Lesser Lord Kusanali about everything that happened. And just to be on the safe side, I think you should also inform your 2 traveler friends who once helped save Sumeru. I'd write them a letter if I were you. Time is short. A storm is coming from beyond.
Why can't she see the
bounds of
future?
fate.
Or was Nicole not just tell us directly? But somehow Nicole is not affected by Irminsul.
What a strange situation. No wonder Kali was in such a rush to write us a letter. Imagine waking up one day to find that everything around you has changed. You might not even recognize Paimon anymore. Oh, that's a scary thought. Let's get to Sumeru and find out what the heck is going on.
Burn it down!
I can switch team.
As if work and family aren't enough to deal with already. Now they're telling us to move to Caravan Rebot because of renovate. I don't trust the Dendro Archon, nor any of the sages. Especially not that new Grand Sage, what's his name?
Nafis.
As if I don't trust the Dendro Archon, nor any of the sages. Especially not that new Grand Sage, what's his name? Nephis? If you ask me, he's the worst of the bunch.
Hey, now's not a good time to visit Sumeru City.
Traveler! Paimon! Thank goodness! I'm so glad you made it!
Of course! We won't let anything happen to you, Kale. So, what's going on in Sumeru City? Looks like lots of people are moving or something.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. After I wrote my letter, Master and I went to Sumeru City and told the Dendro Archon everything that I experienced, from start to finish. She was silent at first. It seemed like she was deep in thought. Then the next day, we got told that she was ordering everyone to leave Sumeru City immediately and move to Caravan Rebot.
The entire population of the city has to move?
Not just Sumeru City. The evacuation also includes Lokapala Jungle, Avidia Forest, Ashavan Realm, and Ardravi Valley. Basically, everyone living in the rainforest must temporarily relocate to Caravan Rebot.
Holy smokes! That's crazy!
Yes, it's quite an operation. Even if people only bring the bare essentials, the scale is simply enormous. They've requisitioned almost all the Sumpter Beasts in Sumeru for the task, including the entirety of Dori's Sumpter Beast Park. The Dendro Archon said that what Kale experienced was not a dream, but a warning. After our meeting, she immediately summoned the 6 sages to analyze the situation and discuss countermeasures. They concluded that the events seen in the dream are very likely to become a reality, and that an unknown danger is rapidly approaching. Oh, please keep that to yourself. We don't want to cause widespread panic. The official reason they've given is a large-scale renovation of the rainforest ecosystem. People are skeptical, but
Of
there
course they
haven't
are.
been any major incidents.
But who's Nafis?
So far, at least.
The Dendro Archon seemed really worried when we spoke to her. She said you can go visit her in the Sanctuary of Surasthana when you arrive. She also said she'd hold out until the very end.
Tainari? Kale? You got a minute? I need a hand here.
One moment, I'll be right there. As a forest watcher, I've been tasked with assisting with the relocation work. There's a lot to be done, and they need all the help they can get. This will be the final group of evacuees from Sumeru City. While they're away from home, they'll be heavily reliant on outside help. Thank you for coming in our time of need. As you can see, another crisis is upon us.
Excuse me, sorry to trouble you, but could you help an old man find his medicine? It's buried somewhere in my luggage.
Where's my mom? Where did she go?
Don't worry. It'll be okay.
Those items are worth a small fortune. Make sure you store them somewhere safe. You understand?
I bet you thought you'd get away with this in the chaos, huh? Guess again. No petty thief gets past me.
We should go help the evacuees. See you around.
I'm so glad that you believed me and came all this way to help. It means a lot. Please stay safe.
Don't worry. We may not know exactly what's going on yet, but as long as we stick together, we'll find a way through this. Goodbye! Look after yourselves!
Will do. See ya!
Paimon's not sure how she found the words to comfort Kale because, honestly, she's kind of nervous herself. Let's head to the Sanctuary of Surasthana and see Nahida.
This cooling pad's even
Exploration
work.
and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
I'm over here, like, I'm feeling the cooling pad for my laptop, but it feels like there's no breeze. Maybe they're just a fucking scam.
Who goes there? No unauthorized access to this place. By order of Mahamatra Sino.
Are you blind? It's the Traveler and Paimon. Surely you've seen them before.
Huh?
I realize that all the guards that guard Nahida are pale skin.
I'm sorry, I haven't been sleeping well lately. My nerves are a little frayed. The Dendro Archon is in a very vulnerable state at the moment. Mahamatra Sino is concerned that our enemies might choose this moment to strike, so he's ordered us to strengthen our defenses.
Just seeing you two again already puts our minds at ease. Please, enter. I'm sure everyone's expecting you.
Everyone? Who's everyone?
Traveler, Paimon, you made it.
Aha! Perfect timing. Reliable helpers like you are just what we need right now.
What? For what?
It's good to see everyone again. Kale gave us a rough idea of what's going on, but we still have a lot of questions. What kind of danger is Sumeru City in exactly? And how come everyone has to move to Caravan Rebot?
At this stage, we can't be certain. We're investigating, but no definitive answers yet.
I take it that Kale told you about her strange dream?
Yeah. Apparently, everyone in Sumeru City was acting super weird. Even you guys. It was like you'd all switched places.
That's right. Kale and Tainari reported the situation to the Dendro Archon. She believes that it wasn't merely a dream, and that whatever it was has something to do with Irminsul.
It's a reasonable inference. Only through Irminsul can people's memory and cognition be so significantly modified in such a short time.
We don't know why Kale would dream of these things, nor who was trying to warn her. The Dendro Archon decided to connect to Irminsul to investigate more thoroughly.
Irminsul is connected directly to the ley lines.
Dude,
The tree
introduce
serves
yourself
as the
first before you just
central
walk
hub
up.
where the ley lines converge, and its core function is to record and store the world's knowledge and memories. But something has gone awry, severely compromising the performance of this core function. Information is bottlenecking inside Irminsul, hampering the ley line's flow. If this continues, new information will languish unrecorded, with existing records thrown into disarray.
In short, the souls of the dead will be stranded, while the living have their sense of reality warped. In the long
Souls of
run,
the dead, huh?
Kale's dream could well become a reality. And that's just the beginning. There's no telling what other nightmares could end up coming true.
What are we thinking about?
I have come this far to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
Faced with a growing backlog of information, the Dendro Archon decided to connect herself directly to Irminsul and take over the recording and processing function herself.
But it is an almost impossible task. Individual brains aren't equipped to deal with the sheer volume
She's a
of
god,
knowledge
though.
and memories involved. All that information flooding in at once would instantly fry any human mind. And for a god, even for a god, the suffering must be unimaginable.
The Dendro Archon's power originates from Irminsul. Any issue with the tree itself takes a toll on her to begin with. On top of that, she's subjecting herself to the grueling task of processing all that data. It must be torture for her. And despite all of this, she is somehow finding the strength to investigate the Irminsul situation from within and send us her findings.
I finished analyzing the latest data. Looks like our working theory was wrong. There's no signs of Irminsul having been attacked from the outside.
So it's internal then? Some sort of disease, perhaps? No. I've spent half my life studying the ley lines. If Irminsul malfunctioned this easily, the world would have met its end long ago.
Sino? What is it?
Not long ago, I got a tip from the Core of 30 that a large number of unidentified merchant caravans had recently been spotted entering Sumeru through Beta Harbor. At first, I suspected that they might have something to do with all this, so I sent some people to investigate. But if Irminsul wasn't attacked from the outside...
Don't you think there are more important things to worry about right now than guessing who's behind all this? It's been over 12 hours with no new intel. If even the Keeper of Irminsul is this badly affected, you can imagine how bad things are in there.
Dendro Archon.
What's wrong?
Her breathing is weak, and her elemental energy levels are dangerously low.
Looks like it's time to move to the backup plan.
What's the backup plan?
Get out of the city and take the Dendro Archon with us. The entrance to Irminsul is directly beneath the sanctuary of Surasthana. That means this is ground zero if anything goes wrong.
The Dendro Archon has a very strong connection to Irminsul. But theoretically, this connection should grow weaker with distance. Under normal circumstances, she can unleash her full power here. But with Irminsul out of control, our first priority is to get her away from here.
The situation is critical. There's no time to deliberate. Everyone in agreement?
I'll deal with it. I'll also let the Matra and the Core of 30 know to start evacuating.
Let's go. No sense grieving when there's nothing more we can do.
Agreed. We'll be back as soon as this is over.
That guy.
The last group of civilians has been safely evacuated. Dendro Archon's carriage will travel with them. Sino and Hat Guy will protect the convoy. With the Dendro Archon in a coma, we've lost our means of investigating the situation. And with Irminsul still deteriorating, we have no choice but to evacuate Sumeru City. Feels as though we're being pushed along by an invisible hand.
Stop moaning, Cyrus. We're the teachers here. We should be showing a little more confidence, don't you think?
A wise judgment.
Let's move out to Caravan Rebot.
Sir, all units are in position.
Good. Everything is going to plan. Interfering with Sumeru City is a necessary step, so do not hesitate. The Irminsul situation will not harm you. We need to speed things up here, too. We don't want to keep our client waiting, do we?
No, sir. You have my word. Everything will be completed on schedule.
She sounds British.
They say that fervent ambition attracts the favor of the gods, and with it, a vision. But we appear to be the exception. So, is our ambition not strong enough? Or does it threaten the very foundations of this world?
What?
Nothing. You just looked like you were lost in thought there. Do you have any ideas about what's going on?
From what I know about Irminsul, the system doesn't break down that easily. I don't have the faintest idea who could have done this. Actually, one name did.
So, can I assume that this period of time away won't count as part of the rental period? Maybe we should deduct it from next month's payment.
That's not how rent goes.
Great! Wait, why are you suddenly being so reasonable? What's the catch?
I'm always reasonable with rental payments. Like the time I refused to let you use that wine you brought home as collateral.
That was a perfectly fair request, and you know it! Everyone runs low on funds now and then, don't they? And that bottle of wine wasn't cheap. You ought to be thanking me. Anyway, Sumeru City should be empty by now, right? With no one at home, I've been worried about security.
I'm worried about burglars. What would they steal? That new scroll you bought?
Ah! I'd almost forgotten about that. Oh, I only went and hung it up in the most conspicuous spot in the house. If...
Well...
You say that?
Then you can only...
You...
Interesting. Usually they have the borders up to show you that you can't go out of out of the area, but this time they didn't. Just an invisible wall.
Keep your eyes peeled. This is a direct command from the Mahamata.
I got. Who's hat that cool with? Is this Setos? I think it's Setos he's cool with.
How is the Dendro Archon?
Her breathing is steady. I prepared some therapeutic incense for her, but it hasn't had much effect. Her vitals are still very weak. Based on the information you've provided, I have a working hypothesis. Her condition is partly due to Irminsul's influence, and partly due to a physiological imbalance caused by the rapid depletion of her power. Elemental energy usually flows through the body at a relatively constant rate. The body grows accustomed to this rhythm, so when it's thrown out of balance, physical symptoms will appear.
Is this similar to the ley lines? Overloading and withering both directly affect their vitality, potentially causing irreversible damage.
Correct. From a biological perspective, if you overexert yourself, you pay the price with your life. The Dendro Archon is not only drained of power, but her life force is at a critically low level.
Is there any way to restore her health? I know the ley lines have strong self-healing abilities. As long as any blockages or pollutions are dealt with, they can quickly regain their vitality. But what about people? Well, gods. What's their capacity for self-healing?
Before we think about that, there's a bigger predicament to resolve. Restoring the Dendro Archon's power requires us to heal Irminsul first. But that will be extremely difficult without the Dendro Archon's power.
Paimon's
Master Tainari and Sino look so serious. I've not heard Master speak in this tone for a long time.
Tainari.
What the fuck are these guys, huh? Power Rangers?
Master Nephis? Sages?
Tainari, haven't seen you in ages. Have you gotten taller? Or did your ears get longer?
Hopefully the former, Uncle Baladuri.
Sino, where's Professor Cyrus? I thought he'd be with you.
He went out into the wild to investigate the situation. He said that the Irminsul anomaly will likely start to affect the real world soon.
He shouldn't be trotting around alone at his age. Which way did he go? I'll look for him later.
Would someone mind introducing us?
What's up with that guy wearing the helmet?
Allow me to do the honors. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Traveler and Paimon.
No, we're not.
They're the heroes who
Some of you guys were,
Azar's
well, yeah.
conspiracy and
You
save
should know me,
Sumeru.
yeah.
These gentlemen and I are the 6 current sages of the Academia. Balduri and I are part of the Old Guard, while the other 4 took office after Azar and his clique fell from power. We have Sage Alkindi of the Spantamad Darshan, Sage Farnas of Kasharawar, Rataoist Sage Shakir, and finally Haravatat Sage Rusht.
Nice to meet you all.
I've heard much about you. Delighted to finally meet you in person.
You're younger than I imagined for someone with the power to stand up to fate itself. Thank you for lending your aid to Sumeru
Motherfucker, I'm
once more.
ancient.
Once we're on the other side of this,
I've been
could
alive
we
for
get a
you
photo together?
centuries
My
or
daughter has a friend
something.
named Isak. He's always talking about you two.
Of course! No true hero would deny a child their wish.
Back to business. So with the Dendro Archon currently in a coma, the people have taken temporary refuge at Caravan Rebot. But they cannot stay here forever. We need to come up with a plan as soon as possible. Fernas, any thoughts?
Well, firstly, having reviewed the data, I'm inclined to agree with your assessment. This doesn't look like an attack on Irminsul from the outside. Rather, it resembles a malfunctioning machine. Calculations going haywire and sparks flying.
So what's up with this guy's
That being
helmet?
said, before we consider how to fix it, we need to understand precisely what has gone wrong. Furthermore, we somehow need to ascertain this without relying on the Dendro Archon's power.
We have no direct access to Irminsul. However, we might be able to gather the information we need from the ley lines. Study the branches to learn about the trunk, in other words. Wait, is that what Cyrus is up to? No wonder he ran off to research in the wild. Curse's always one step ahead of me, isn't he?
I heard that while in the sanctuary of Surasthana, the Dendro Archon had to serve as the central information hub herself. This is a clear sign the situation within Irminsul might be far worse than we can imagine. Irminsul is vital not just to the safety of Sumeru, but to all of Teyvat. We must be the ones to bear responsibility for this world. To be on the safe side, I think we need to consider some backup plans.
Are you saying we should consider a scenario in which Irminsul is completely destroyed?
I'm merely pointing out that the possibility exists.
You have a valid point. But until worst comes to worst, I believe we should focus our efforts on resolving the Irminsul anomaly and helping it recover.
Kale, I understand that you were the first to foresee this crisis.
First to foresee?
I'd like
Get
to
a
talk with
dream.
you about it in more detail.
Girl's a prophet.
Of course. But even I don't know how I came to have that dream.
If there are no signs of external damage, could it be a stress fracture? Metals tend to suffer from this issue with long-term use, and Irminsul has existed for centuries, after all.
It's possible, but surely a stress fracture would be more likely to cause a complete shutdown rather than chaos.
Sages, General Mahamatra, sorry to interrupt, but something has come up.
What happened?
Some citizens didn't believe that Sumeru City was really in any danger. They slipped away and hid during the relocation, intending to return home.
How many people are we talking?
About a dozen. Sakura found them while on patrol.
Oh, doesn't
and
it
they
bad?
appeared to be suffering from psychosis. For whatever reason, they were trying to kill each other. By the time we arrived, there were only 2 survivors.
What the fuck?
One was unconscious from their injuries. The other tried to attack us, but was subdued.
Where did this happen?
Near Yasna Monument.
That's
not
crazy.
Far from Caravan Rebos.
10 people died.
Master.
I know. The Irminsul anomaly is beginning to have effects in the world. I didn't expect it to spread to Yasna Monument so soon. It almost feels like we're being chased relentlessly, with no time to catch our breath.
Sir Cyrus said the same thing. He sent me back to report in, while he continues investigating.
I'll go join him.
Count me in too. Don't let my age fool you. I can still fend for myself.
Very well. Meanwhile, the rest of us will continue discussing.
What about the guy with the mental helmet?
Get
You
back
should
soon.
be able to do something, right?
Take care of yourselves. It's getting dangerous out there.
I also feel like the map looks different. And I can't teleport anywhere. At all. I have to manually go there. And you can't even switch teams too. That's a good thing, is that? I don't know where you can't switch teams. You think this gotta be covered in blood after how much people he killed.
Please don't go any further. As you get closer to Sumeru City, there's no knowing what dangers you might encounter.
So this is our mentally disturbed man?
I'm going to gut you all.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy. We saw him in the beginning. He didn't believe in night. Yeah, he was right near by the entrance.
Cyrus, you didn't even bring a single guard? Do you think you're some sort of warrior?
It's fine. Come here and look at this.
Oh, it's...
That's right. Flowers that bloom from openings in the ley lines, indicating some sort of anomaly.
I don't believe I've ever seen a color like this before.
Did you discover it nearby?
Not just here. Way over there, too. They're everywhere. There's even more in that direction.
How did you ascertain the situation further ahead? Didn't you just say that we can't go beyond this point?
Yes. This area is relatively safe so far. But if you continue forward, delusions will start afflicting your mind. However, some vision-bearing mercenaries were able to maintain...
This guy that came with us from the Sage of Paths. I was about to say 6 paths, but I'm like, I think there are 6 of them. But Sage of 6 paths, they do with the thing.
Sino. Do you
Oh, Sino is here. That's probably who I've been here. I'm like, what does it sound like Alejandro?
I do, Professor. I
Is it
received
both
full marks on
Alejandros?
that course.
Good. After all these years, it's time to put that knowledge into practice. There must be anomalous information hidden within these blossoms. Alkindi, I'll need your help as well. Been a while since we worked on a project together, hasn't it?
Sure has. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.
Anything we can do to help?
Well, you need.
All right, well, don't go too far. There's too many unknowns at this stage.
Let's regroup at Caravan Rebot later. Don't worry if you don't show up. I'll come and find you.
Five, four, three, two, one. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Alright. What is a team if not a... Ugh. Ugh.
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
I want to bring Nahida. Uh... I want to do... Is this a good team?
Is it time to go?
Or I could go... Full off field. DPS. So far we fought zero things, so I don't know if this even makes sense to do.
Ready to ride.
The plan here is just an off-field DPS. So we're not using any characters though, so. I realize the traveler has not said a single word since this quest started. Like a couple quests ago, he was talking a lot in the quest. Now he's saying nothing. Like voiced, I mean.
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll
What if
restore
it's a
a cup
flashback?
of elemental power. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
A Pep's Heart of Oasis. Do I have that? On me, just lying around in my backpack.
You thought of something?
Or are we going to go to a Peppa to help?
Whew. Glad to see you've returned safe and sound.
Any longer and we would have gone out looking for you.
Seriously? You guys probably would have
Nice surprise.
get poisoned and ended up
Better with everyone we know
fighting
here.
each other. Like the other guys.
We've made some progress, so let's start by giving you and Paimon a quick update.
By dissecting the ley line's blossoms, we've been able to deduce that although Irminsul is experiencing an anomaly, it has not completely rejected access from the outside. The Dendro Archon has the power to connect to Irminsul, but there's also another way. I assume you recall the devices everyone was wearing when you first arrived in Sumeru?
Devices?
Yes, those things, huh? Akasha.
The
Terminals.
Akasha terminals?
Oh shit, I said something finally.
That's right.
Of course! It's been so long, Paimon almost forgot all about the Akasha. Wasn't it shut down, though?
Yes, but although the system isn't currently operational, the technological infrastructure is all still there. And it turns out that a certain someone gets so bored at work that he's actually read through every single one of the instruction manuals.
No prizes for guessing who that was.
If praising others is that embarrassing for you, you can simply spare yourself the ordeal.
As much as it pains me to say anything nice about him, there's no denying his intelligence. He rarely forgets anything he's read. The Akasha is exactly what Sumeru needs at this moment. Between us, we should have all the knowledge and expertise we need to get it up and running again.
But if I recall correctly, doesn't the Akasha need a gnosis to function?
Whoa, I'm talking
That's
a lot
exactly
now.
right. The Akasha relies on the Gnosis as a power source, and in its absence, we'll need to find an alternative. To tackle this problem, it looks like we'll be relocating once again.
Namely, to the Temple of Silence. Ring any bells? It's
Yeah,
the
your
only
story
major
quest.
institution in Sumeru dedicated to preserving the knowledge of King Deshret's civilization. You might find the answers you're looking for hiding there.
I agree. There's a good chance.
Master Nephis and the other sages have discussed it. As the chaos from Irminsul continues to spread, Caravan Rebot won't be a safe haven for much longer. We have to move into the desert next. The scholars and sages will head to the Temple of Silence, while the civilian population seeks refuge in Aru village.
The Eremites will keep everyone safe during the journey, and Candace will be there to receive us at the village.
This leaves us just one thing to worry about. That Dendro Archon.
She's very weak. We can't afford to wait until Irminsul is fixed. There has to be another way to help her.
Huh. Well, luckily, the Traveler had a eureka moment while we were out investigating.
Because either way, we're going to the desert.
Wow, nice one, Traveler. Let's hear it.
What say our Amorta experts?
Theoretically, it's feasible. From what you're saying, although elemental life and elemental energy have their differences, the Dendro Archon has explicitly stated that she can imitate the power of the former. In which case, as long as a Pep is willing, she should be able to convert her own power into a form that the Archon can use.
It wouldn't be difficult for her at all. The only problem is convincing her to help.
Yeah! Even though she wasn't exactly friendly the last time we met, she didn't refuse to talk with us. When she realizes the danger that Nihida is in, surely she won't turn a blind eye to it. Well, hopefully not.
Either way, we're not exactly spoiled for choice here.
Hey, it's better than having no options at all.
I agree. Without Irminsul's aid, the legendary Dendro Dragon Apep may well be the only living thing in Sumeru who can help our Archon recover her power. There's no time to lose. I'll bring this proposal to Master right away. If he and the other sages agree, we'll split into 3 teams. The academics will go to the Temple of Silence to look for a solution to the Akasha problem. The Eremites will escort the civilians safely to Aru village, and the Traveler and Paimon will take the Dendro Archon to see Apep.
There's still a long road ahead, and no knowing if we'll make it. But at least we have a direction now.
I'll take it over floundering around in confusion.
If there are no objections, then let's proceed. But before we adjourn, I would like to leave you all with some parting words. No matter the distance between us, there will always be an invisible force tying us together. May the bonds forged in the past shine bright like stars and open a new path before our feet.
Huh. Is that from King of Invocations?
No. This one's from King of Invocations, the sequel.
What's the difference?
The sequel's much cooler.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, it was very apropos. Once this is all over, I'll give everyone a copy of King of Invocations and the sequel to show my gratitude. Come on, let's get moving.
Tighnari has brought me up to speed. I approve of your plan of action, but we can't proceed with everything right away. The people need to rest. For many of them, this will be their first time in the desert, so we'll need to find additional personnel to help escort them. You two, please go on ahead with the Dendro Archon. Let's rendezvous at the Temple of Silence later.
No problem. We got this.
Words can't express my gratitude, so let me just say, I hope everything goes smoothly for all of us. Goodbye for now.
Alright, let's get going. If Paimon remembers correctly, the last time we saw a Pep was in...
Traveler, Paimon. Could I borrow you guys for a moment? It'll only take a second.
Kale, what's the matter?
Well, the thing is, Master Tighnari once told me, after you raise a problem, you should think about how to resolve it. But ever since I had that dream, I feel like I haven't been of any help at all. I tried my best to keep up with the conversation, but there was so much new information, I couldn't take it all in. So, I just wanted to ask, do you have any tips for me there?
Paimon knows exactly how you feel. But fear not, everything you need to know is right here in Paimon's notes. Sumeru chapter! It's got tons of info about all the things we've seen and heard on our adventures. Some parts are a little simplified, but hopefully it all makes sense. You see? Being the greatest guide in Tibet isn't just a fancy title. It takes a lot of hard work. Paimon doesn't always understand the things you're talking about with other people. Whenever that happens, she notes down the confusing parts and goes over them in her own time.
This is perfect. Could I borrow it?
Sure. Matter of fact, you can keep it if you want. Paimon has another copy. The spare copy was originally meant for the traveler. Paimon used to worry that one day he might not need a guide anymore, so she wanted to have a gift for him, in case we ever parted ways. But it doesn't seem so necessary nowadays. We have so many more places to see together. One copy will be enough for both of us.
Thank you so much. But still, these are your treasured memories. I think I'll make my own copy and then return the original to you. Anyway, that was all. I won't keep you any longer. Have a safe trip. See you again soon.
See ya! Alright, time to bring the Hida to see a Pep. Let's hope that old grouch is in a negotiating mood. Hey, here's a thought. If we brought Nervalette along, do you think he could help us persuade a Pep to help?
Sure.
Actually, never mind. In a Pep size, Nervalette's probably one of those dragons who's grown too close to humankind. They might end up fighting for all we know.
Yeah, cause that'd be cool if we actually did that. Cause like, there's no fucking way we're doing anything cool. Damn. It's just us and the heater going. That was quick.
I had a feeling your kind might come calling. The ley lines are in disarray. Something has gone wrong with Irminsul, yes. Even from a great distance away, I can sense that Sumeru is headed for destruction. You who took our home from us, prepare to watch as your own world is plunged into oblivion. Oh, how the cycle of history comes to a poetic conclusion.
This isn't a joke, Apep! Nahida's in grave danger! Can you please help her?
Is she now? Then do explain. For what reason should I lend Boer my assistance?
Apep, if you truly despise gods and humans so much, well, after the great humiliation of being helped by a god in the past, shouldn't you be jumping at this chance to balance the scales?
Now that is a compelling reason.
Why can't we see her for real?
When El Ahmar plotted against me and I was tortured
I
by
would be
forbidden
surprised, Effa.
knowledge, it was Boer who saved me from agony. And though I regard with shame the pity of my enemies, to receive aid without repaying it would likewise tarnish a dragon's dignity. Oh, tiny Boer, puny humans. Just this once I shall deign to show you the true power of dragonkind.
Already seen you, Bullet. What is this?
It is done. The heart of Oasis is supplying her with life force as we speak. It shall not be long before she recovers. But I should warn you. Boer's existence is closely intertwined with Irminsul. Unless the issues plaguing it are resolved, she will never completely recover her former strength. Spare me your words of gratitude.
You're giving your power to the heat affect you anyway.
You may also spare me your fate. A dragon's sovereign's power is far greater than you can imagine. While I was indeed weakened when the heart of Oasis ran dry, providing tiny Boer.
Oh, good to hear.
Ever held in high favor, I see.
Oh, well, you know.
The compliment was sincere. Simply accept it. I did once. That tree was not planted by the heavenly principles. Irminsul existed before they ever arrived in Tavad.
What?
There was a time when it belonged to Tavad, to dragonkind. Its appearance and function then differed greatly from today. The ley lines flowed with an abundance of a familiar, primitive form of elemental energy. You may know
Light
it
realm?
as the power of the light realm.
That doesn't mean anything to me right now. Unless you're going to introduce light element.
The heavenly principles usurped and refashioned Irminsul, made it serve humanity, and used it to anchor the fate of the world. Yet in the end, humanity has failed to protect it.
Well, it seems like you also failed to protect
Heavenly
it.
principles, God of gods. It makes me sick. The enmity between your kind and mine can never be bridged.
Bitch, I am not human. I am not even from this planet.
As things stand today, holding a grudge against you would serve no purpose.
Because I don't belong here.
But there
I'm
will
not
come
human.
a day when we reclaim this world for ourselves. The opportunity will arise no matter how long we must wait. I can already sense that far away from here,
Frankly, this
the
patch,
High
she should have been
Dragon
playable.
has wrested his authority from the hands of the usurpers. Though we have yet to meet, I know that we are both preparing for our revenge day and night.
What the fuck? Nuvolite isn't like that. But even then, look, like, Paimon was like, oh, she gonna fight Nuvolite. Even then, like, if she find out what Nuvolite looks like, and the fact that he doesn't want to overthrow humans, she might get angry.
Uh-huh.
I hear a great disturbance out.
Huh? What is it?
Sandstorms come. The Jinn. Another calamity approaches. You both seem restless. Boer is safe with me. Once she has recovered.
Oh, thanks again.
Why can't we see what the dragon looks like?
I have no need of your feigned concern.
What is this?
Nahida? You're awake! Are you—
Cease your interrogation. Yes, she awoke for a brief moment, but she has now— Take it. We shall talk more at another time.
Statue hangs inverted.
Did you just dump us in the middle of nowhere? Wait. No. Paimon remembers now. The Temple of Silence is over that way. Come on, let's go find the others.
Are there monsters attacking us?
There's no need for everyone to stay here. I'll protect the sages. The rest of you, return to Aru village.
Yes, Mahamatra Sino.
Sino! What's going on?
You're back. How's the Dendro Archon?
What a relief.
It's the Jinn. Countless Jinn have stirred up violent sandstorms across the desert, blocking our path to the Temple of Silence. Tainari and Kale have returned to Aru village to help. The Jinn are being highly aggressive, so both the village and the merchant caravans require protection.
It's just one thing after another. Where did all of them come from anyway? In all my trips to the desert, I've never seen anything like this before.
As I see it, the only possible candidate is Gurabad.
Gurabad?
Baladuri could explain in more detail if he were here. All I know is a rumor I've heard about from previous trips to the desert. Supposedly, a great number of dormant jinn lie sealed beneath that city.
Gurabad is, for me, a fated land. I must therefore return back to this city, where my destiny awaits me still. My master, I am sorry that I couldn't stay by your side for long, and that I could not have more time to get familiar with you.
Lilipar. Yeah. We once said goodbye to a friend there. Well, maybe not a friend exactly, but someone we met on the road anyway.
She was a strange bottle.
If we can find a way to wake her up, maybe she can help solve the situation in Gurabad.
Well, be careful. You may find there's more than just the jinn to worry about.
You mean, there are other dangers in Gurabad?
It's a sensible assumption to make. The moment we arrived in Caravan Rebod, the Irminsul anomaly started spreading in that direction. Now we've moved to the desert, and suddenly we're plagued by jinn and sandstorms. To call it a coincidence would be a stretch.
Don't worry, we've gotten a lot stronger since our last stint in Sumeru. Ah! When did they show up?
It appears the monsters native to the desert have been stirred by the jinn's activity.
Tell me we don't have to use trial characters. Don't woo us. Let us use your own character, for God's sakes. Oh, you can allow us to use these characters, I guess. We have to allow us to use all of them.
We'll take care of things here.
Oh, alright. No fighting. Cool. I'm okay with that. I don't want to be using Traveler by himself.
Don't do anything too risky. You got it?
As long as I'm not using the Traveler. Already set up. I didn't even check to see how far the last save was. My brain was just like, oh, I need to spend resin. I'm over here forming Skirk's pieces. I used the thing to convert a bunch of pieces, but I did get some possible good pieces, but they all roll like shit, so it's what it is. And I already burned through all my feathers.
Strike a pose.
Forgot to bring Yehoda. There's really nothing for me to do in Genshin. Or look forward to. Genshin kinda just power crap me out of Garen.
Light it up! Yoo-hoo! Let the world come alive!
Let the mountain's veins boil! Pyroclastic surge!
Oh crap me right out the here.
Rise with the sun!
Finders
Let engraved names echo!
Strike a pop!
Light of the blazing sun!
my name echo in song! Shower me... Let the mountain's veins boil!
Wrath from the skies!
Mothra.
Full throttle! Hand it over! Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley! Yoo-hoo!
Pyroclastic surge!
I just wanted to spend 4 condensed resins so I could convert 2 right now. And then I could convert 2 tomorrow. Like, I'm just saving the condensed resin for when they bring back a Stygian onslaught, so you could farm the artifacts and pretty much run through the activity requirements of spending 1200 resin. I want to just do that as fast as possible. Oh, Mothra. Yeah, I guess at this point I'm pretty much never using billets. For a second there, once I got out the menu, I moved my week and it looked like her feet was still on fire. I'm guessing because I was on the bike and I hopped off the bike in the middle of me pressing the menu button. It kind of gave the illusion that she was running with her feet on fire. Let's just get this garbage out the way. Once his flood attack, I'm done. And I am almost done. Okay, once it hits flood attack, I'm done. Just needs to hit flat attack. Took forever to get there though, but it eventually got there. Eventually it did get there. Once it's anything that isn't a crit, then I'm done. Why do I still have this? Oh, I know why I have. I could re-roll it and hope it doesn't hit flat defense. EM. E. My only usable gladiator piece. And didn't I get some more garbage? Once it's anything that isn't correct, it is dead. Hey, finally, flood attack. This EM. Like, it needs to have EM and crit. This needs to never touch EM. Just never touch EM. That was fast. This needs to just never touch anything that isn't correct too. Never touch anything that isn't correct. It is dead. It is dead. They want to roll this. Of course, it needs to touch anything that if it touch anything that isn't correct, it's dead. It is dead. Like, I'm never re-rolling anything here. Frankly, let's be real. My time with Genshin in terms of caring about Genshin endgame is, frankly, coming to an end.
Ready to spice things up. The Jinn are swarming out of Gurubad. Looks like Alhaitham was right. Let's get inside and see what's going on.
What is this thing? What's the feeling?
They just keep coming. How many of these things are there? We'll never take them all out. Let's just head further inside for now.
Annihilation mode.
Are these considered gens?
Target spotted. All units at the
Fatuis?
The Fatui? They must be using this place as a stronghold. Are they the ones behind all this?
Are they fighting each others?
Fighting Jinn with one hand and Fatui with the other? This is pure chaos.
That's a good thing my characters have summons.
Yoo-hoo! Do you see that strange machine? Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that that's the thing wrecking Gurubad and setting all those dangerous Jinn free.
The target has reached the core zone. Requesting backup. Repeat, requesting backup.
Backup en route. Stop him at all costs.
Try and stop me.
Careful! They're back again! Time to shine.
Ultimatum protocol. Defensive mode engaged.
A little amuse-bouche. Success! Nice one, Traveler. Let's keep going.
Rev the end. A burst of flavor.
Yoo-hoo!
What am I supposed to be doing here?
Let the world come alive!
Wrath from the skies. Ah! Rev the engines.
This hunk of Jinn's gone kaput. Now we can finally...
Crazy how she cut off her own
Seems
stuff.
my subordinates failed to stop you in your tracks.
Apologies, sir.
There is no need to apologize. You did well to hold your ground against such a powerful adversary for as long as you did. I must commend your courage and perseverance.
So, you're in charge here, huh? First the problems with Irminsul, now this mess in Gurabad? Are you the ones responsible for all this?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy.
Oh, this guy is so snooty! However you want to spin it, you're clearly involved in this somehow. So you can either start talking, or we'll have to make you talk. Let's get him! Traveler, what's wrong?
You're remarkably calm. Some would act more rashly upon finding the ringleader all alone. But you keep your cool. Even as your enemy,
Did you show yourself just to say that?
Is this you trying to take back control of the conversation? Unfortunately, I really don't have anything to say to you. I am here merely to indulge my own curiosity. Your names are well known among the Fatui. Naturally, I wanted to observe you up close while I had the chance.
Hey! Don't treat us like we're some kind of exotic animals in a zoo!
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. You seem rather predisposed to misunderstand me. I'm quite aware that you are both heroes of great renown. You have resolved crises in many nations and won countless allies along the way. I've been following your adventures with great admiration. My only regret is that the trajectory of your journey conflicts with our goals.
What do you mean, admiration? Sorry, but that sounds pretty weird coming from you.
I don't see why. We may happen to occupy opposing sides, but there is no cause for deep-seated enmity between us. To respect one's enemy is to respect oneself.
Well, now that you're observing us up close, what do you see?
I've observed as keenly as I can. Yet, while I endeavor to understand, your true strength remains a mystery to me. Violence is not my area of expertise either, so, you see, I would much rather converse with you like this than determine a victor with the edge of a blade. Besides, I've heard that even 3 moons in the sky fail to eclipse your brilliance. I know better than to bite off more than I can chew.
3 moons?
So you have a connection with the Harbinger, the Doctor.
He's clearly a fucking Harbinger.
Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodcry.
Our
There
commander?
are things that do not end with his departure. We must... Look at me. I almost divulged more than I should have.
What are you after? Revenge for Dottore?
I've said quite enough, I believe. There's no point in continuing this conversation, except to say, I've noticed that you seem to know your way around here quite well. A repeated visitor to Gurabad, are we?
Ugh.
I'll take that as a yes. Then I'm sure you'll have heard the story of this place. The mother of the Jinn, Lilupar, and the tragic tale of her vengeance that spanned 3 generations. It was right here that Lilupar once helped the wise to ascend to the throne. But from that moment on, every king who sat upon it was corrupted by power. These degenerate rulers lost control over their nation, and with it, the right to occupy that exalted.
She cursed him or something.
What are you trying to say?
I didn't really care about their story. All I know is she was the
admired you for
racist
your
Jinn.
adventures. That is the earnest truth. But it appears to me that your journey serves ultimately to uphold the rules of this world. Are these rules truly just? Does the heavenly principles rule with wisdom or folly? And how can we be sure that the 7 who wield authority over the world will not be corrupted?
Do you seriously think you're gonna convince us of anything?
Convince you? I'm sure my commander already tried that. Why would I waste my breath doing the same? If a few words from a stranger were enough to make someone completely change their stance, it would only prove that they never had a firm will to begin with. I am merely stating my position, so that we might understand each other better. One's enemy in the present may not necessarily be an enemy for life. As for what game I'm playing here, I'm simply buying some time. But now I must bid you farewell. It was a wise decision not to attack me immediately. Since you did not fall for my ambush, I will now have to ask those in hiding to reveal themselves.
Leave this to us, sir.
Very well. I trust you to do what is necessary. Stall him while I execute the next step of the plan. Sumeru City, Irminsul.
Hey! Stop right there! Don't you dare leave without explaining yourself!
All units, stop them! Protect the commander!
Did you hear that? He mentioned Sumeru City and Irminsul! He definitely knows something! We can't let him get away! Get rid of these pesky soldiers, quick!
A dash of frosting! The pinnacle of my rear guard to the front! Don't let them through!
Get that thing in position!
Hold on! Just a little longer!
Strike a pose! Time to shine! We finally beat them! That mysterious guy can't have gotten far! Let's catch up with him!
Light of the blazing sun!
Found him! Over here!
You're very persistent.
Hey, you! Stop running and explain yourself! What are you trying to... What's this?
Relax. A small trap like this won't be enough to hold you. The sandstorms from Gurabad will die down soon enough, but this small window of time was all we needed to launch the next phase of our plan. Don't be discouraged. I knew that someone would come here eventually, so I planned ahead. Where to chat with you, which door to exit from, even which mechanism to wait by for you. I thought through every detail. You, meanwhile, know nothing of who I am. So far, you've only heard my voice, and for all you know, it may not even be real. But not to worry. This is only our first meeting. It shan't be our last.
Just answer me one last question. Why do you continue to follow Dottore? He has conducted countless cruel experiments, even on his subordinates.
Follow isn't quite the right word. Let's just say even those you see as villains have their friends, even if they aren't the most sincere of friendships. When any set of rules is established, there will be those who benefit and those who lose out. People will do anything to justify what they have gained or escape from the hardship imposed upon them. Neither he nor I are tolerated by the rules of this world. We were both searching for a new order. Our ideas of the final form that should take may have differed, but our journeys took a shared path. Goodbye, Traveler and Paimon. I wish you a timely escape, albeit not too soon. I will need a little more time to prepare, after all.
Hey! Come back! Wait, this dark wall. We've seen these on our adventures before. It swallows people up! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. He may have fooled us this time, but we'll get him back!
You gonna fight this wall? So Kaveh and Al-Haytham went together. Interesting.
Sino and his team are guarding the north. We'll take this side.
There's so many Jinn. We can't let them get into
So these things are considered gens?
Don't fret.
Where's Candace?
Well prepared for this situation.
Huh. So you have a solution?
Oh, why is Dora here? Like, Dora doesn't feel like she's really locked in to Sumeru. Like, she just travels anywhere. Like, she's from Sumeru, but I don't think she'd be the type of person to show up when
Perhaps you're unaware.
shit hits the fan.
Trusty genie partner of my own, Plumpy. If I send her to negotiate with the others, this whole thing will be resolved before you... Off you go, Plumpy! Come on, What's the holdup? 5,000 mora.
What? I'm guessing this is a Jin.
20,000 mora.
She has to negotiate with it.
100,000 mora. Final offer.
Ah, so she's a hired partner.
Yeah, what does she do? Does she talk to them?
Hired partners are reliable too. Plumpy here is a highly skilled negotiator.
Sounds like there's chaos
Maybe
going on
just
behind
a
us.
few words from her and
And she got knocked away.
Plumpy! Don't you Jin have any respect for the rules? This was supposed to be a negotiation. You wanna play rough? Two can play it that.
Like where she's getting her ass beat to? What the fuck?
Looks like
She's
it's up
her
to us now.
freaking
Be
what do we
careful,
call
Kale.
it? Crystallize or catalyze applier. She's your electric DPS. How does Tainari and what's her name work without it? Okay.
Pass out. Never mind. Plumpy, it's time for revenge.
You know, this reminds me of when you first arrived in Avidia Forest. You were trying to help a child retrieve a lost toy.
Jesus Christ,
and you
what the
stumbled
fuck?
upon Spino Crocodile territory by mistake.
Yeah, I remember. Our first time fighting side by side.
Fighting side by side. I seem to recall swooping in to rescue you with a team of forest rangers.
Please stop.
Hear everything.
That thing did a lot of damage.
Too many of them.
I can't believe
Where's
I used
Candace?
12 rare items in one battle. Ugh. I shudder to think how this is going to affect this month's accounts. The sight of that glaring deficit might be more than my poor heart can take.
Tainari, how's the situation on your end?
We held the line, though it was a close call. But it looks like they're preparing for another attack. Has something happened?
They've breached our defenses in the south. The Jin are pouring in. We're moving the villages to the north as we speak.
We're hemmed in. This is getting precarious. Our margin for error just got a lot smaller.
That's why we wanted to confirm your status. We need to consider our next move carefully.
Bad news! Another line of defense has been breached.
Kale, go with them and assess the situation. Dory and I will hold the line here.
But Master! Even with 3 of us, we barely managed to.
This is not a discussion, Kale. Don't worry about us. She clearly still has plenty of tricks left up her sleeve.
Wait, you can't pin all your hopes on me? Oh, great. I've almost run out of the things I brought with me, and the rest is back at the... Should be able to hold out for a little longer, but still...
Pin all your hopes on me.
Need any help?
Huh?
Nicole?
What is it, Kale?
Why does Nicole communicate to Kale?
If things continue like this, it won't be long before Aru village is overrun by Jin, and the sandstorms are sure to follow in their wake. I do have a plan, but I can't guarantee it will work.
I don't care. Whoever you are, please just help us.
The only one who can help is you. I am merely here to guide you along the correct path. I am a spirit created at the beginning, I am a flickering illusion.
Nicole, you're
I am
not
the
an illusion.
shimmering light that flows from the
We don't
eyes
need
of the
poetry right now,
creator.
Nicole. We need help.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. You don't need to understand it. Just repeat after me, one line at a time.
Watch out! Jin incoming!
I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Here goes nothing. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
The fuck?
I am a flickering illusion.
I am a flickering illusion.
Is Cole about to get the Nova Flare?
What's wrong, Plumpy? I've never seen you so agitated before.
But how do you...
Do you know what Kale is reciting?
I am the shimmering light.
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
It's a song composed by the goddess of flowers, but very few records of it remain, even in historical text. Is Kale an avid
Not to my knowledge.
The Jin have actually quieted down. Although, no, it's more than that. It looks like they're showing submission.
Clearly the songs left by the goddess of flowers have a soothing effect on them. At the very least, they're much calmer now.
Really? Let me try. I am a spirit created at the beginning. Don't stay away! I'll stop! I'll stop!
It seems like the song only works when Kale recites it. But why?
Kale.
There's something going on with the mangas where usually like back in my days, like English. Well, I don't know. I wasn't too really involved in the manga world, but it just feels strange that English is not one of the first languages to get translated mangas. And even then, like most mangas are being translated in like Spanish, Brazilian. Like I feel like English is being left behind when it comes to translation.
Rumbling in the distance, I thought the shifting sands had bust open the gates to some ancient treasure vault.
Why does Jet sound like a Dea?
You guys.
Huh? Wait, that sounds like...
It's been a long while. Did you miss me?
Girl, your mouth's not moving.
Jet! Ben!
Let's save the catching up for later. First, I gotta get you guys out of there. This should be the right mechanism. Ben, can you handle it? There we go.
And it seems like if it wasn't for Jet, we would have died.
Leave this place.
Like, what the fuck was he thinking?
Isolation chamber deployed.
Like, he said that has to be a small inconvenience, but it seemed like it was a massive inconvenience. What? The Fatui guy. It's like, yeah, it's a small inconvenience. Like, no, it wasn't. I feel like a massive ass inconvenience. And unfortunately, Jet's fucking character, her character model, the mouth doesn't move.
Those Fatui sure made themselves scarce. It's like they were never here.
And she sounds like Dea.
The Fatui? They came to the desert again?
Yep. No idea what they're planning this time. They were being very coy about it.
How have you been, Jet?
Well, since we last met, I've started my own band of mercs. We've actually made quite a name for ourselves. Oh, yeah. On a slightly different note, I have some good news. I finally took care of Masaira. Not much to write home about. It was just another day. Found his hideout. Dragged him out of his cozy little bed.
Murdered him.
He tried to talk me into seeing his point of view, as usual. But I'm way past that by now. There
Who's
was
Masaira?
nothing he could say to save his life. What about you guys? Bet you'd forgotten all about me and Ben Ben, huh?
I don't remember Ben Ben though. Like, oh, Miss Sarah was the one with the falcon.
Wow. Sounds like I should make time to visit some other nations too. Anyway, what brings you to Gurabad?
He's the one that trained the falcon girl. Oh, Ben Ben. I thought something had happened to Ben Ben. Oh yeah, so because I'm like Ben Ben was not involved in the last story we had with Jet, but he was able to recover at the very end of that story. He recovered
Oh, that bottle?
the racist ball.
Yeah! We need her power to calm the Jinn and stop the sandstorms! Here's hoping we actually manage to find her, after all the trouble we've been through. Surely with everything's been going on in Gurabad, she must have woken up, right? Only one way to find out.
We still have the lamp with us in our inventory. Interesting.
Try and stop me!
Hey, this place that allows us to teleport to other places. This is where we fought Falcon. I went to the Falcon. Talda.
Let's see. She should be around. Aha! Found her!
But didn't she like fall asleep or die or something?
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, my master. Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. Imagine that. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamity stirring in the depths. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope of peace. I fought against it for a long, long time. Until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land to the west.
Someone
Suddenly,
that land?
the pitch-black abyss fell silent. Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into a deep slumber, from which I have only now awoken. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray once more?
Well, basically, Sumeru's in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. Some bad guys messed around with Irminsul and now they've released the Jinn in here. We managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea how to seal this place back up and stop the sandstorms.
Child's play. I shall quell the Jinn.
Thank you, Lilupar.
No need to thank me, my master. I have granted
Hey,
many wishes in my
everything
time,
turns to pink.
and this was the most trivial of them all.
The sandstorm's gone. The sun shines bright again. When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exactly how I imagined it.
What? This looks horrible.
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more, even if the weather sucked. Well, there shouldn't be any more Jinn breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Sounds good. You can introduce us to your other friends.
Another adventure begins. Lovely.
The storms have stopped. We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now. Time to regroup.
So this is just a culmination of all the stuff we've experienced in Sumeru.
Try and stop me!
So, this is the Temple of Silence.
Boobies.
I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big. It's colossal.
Listen, the Gorge Knights.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
Girl, how long have you been alive?
I don't know.
Like, been conscious?
This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking.
Probably been ages since you heard about these things.
Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quickly. The scale of this project is enormous. Even with Kave, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
You're back. Everything all right?
Order of the Skeptics.
And who are they?
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kave, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Hello, I'm Jet.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurubad problem is resolved?
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Wow. Thanks for being there to help them.
Yeah, so I think we'd have died if she didn't show up.
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something...
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers well deduced. Okay.
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful, should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
He's literally dressed head to toe in Fatui gear.
Cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Hey, these two met.
Jet?
They know each
Are
other?
you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything.
Like, whoever wrote this story
So
just
far,
basically
we've
trying to
discussed
wrap
the
up
plan and verified its feasibility.
Sumeru.
Building a new system from
Like
scratch
completely.
is out of
Like
the
this is like the
So our only
complete
option is to modify the
wrapping up
Akasha
of
using
everything
certain
we've ever
resources we
experienced,
hope to find in the
except for one
mausoleum
thing.
of King Deshret.
Sarong, the I want to say Memis Sprite, but that's Honkai Star, the thing we met in the upper part where the Skeptics Order exist. What do they call them again? Those little sprites. And then they... Well, I would want to say they turn into a big bird, but I don't remember if they do turn into a big bird, but the name that's associated with that place is the name of a big bird, which is basically like the Middle Eastern name for a phoenix. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card based around it.
In the Temple of Silence, there is a
Smoraga,
King Deshret's
Simograph.
mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles, which suggests it was hidden quite effectively. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
Simograph.
But I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question.
Hurry.
Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Well remembered. Yes, that's it. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were imprisoned in Aru.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable. Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
Oh, the need. What's your name?
Remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the 3 questions, right?
Yeah.
We need. What's her Nefer?
If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer's a friend we met in
Not cry. Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Really?
Why did they just show up?
Here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nod cry her home. If she's the person you were talking about,
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See?
Who's Aru?
Right over there.
Oh, Nicole is here. Oh, Nicole probably went and got her.
Why, hello. We're here to help. It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out. No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself. Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat. It may have been implemented long ago.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging by your tone?
Sounds like you don't know much about my past.
Boobies. She does.
You knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time, so I do know a thing or two about him. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves.
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole.
You guys' mouths don't move.
Home, which is why
Then again, my mouth does move and it still doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't mean
Half the words I say.
Become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru.
What does it sound like her voice is going through a muffle?
Understand? Human emotions do not appear and disappear.
A lot of
without
side
cause.
boobs in this scene right
There's
now.
always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, If time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time. But that's where we angels come in. Our duty, ultimately, is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires and help bring them to fruition. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end...
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more
Ain't
to
gonna
me
lie,
than
like
just
never
hatred.
kind of giving me Mega Man Battle Network vibe.
Never living in
Like,
the
I could see her being a. Actually, she does remind me of a character from Battle Network.
can change my mind.
It's called Serenada. Battle Network 3, Secret Boss.
The bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved.
Was it a secret boss?
Those old emotions.
Man,
cling
Battle
to me
Network
like a
3 has
shadow.
so much content.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll
So
always
that's
be
the
a part
one
of
with.
me.
In that case, would you like to hear my perspective?
Sure. It's not every day you
Hey,
get
we
to
need
hear
to
an
hurry up.
angel's
Sumeru's
opinion.
about to get closed off from the rest of Teyvat.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon monotonous work, lukewarm relationships, things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angels' demise, I have found myself missing the human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or as things are gone, the memories quickly fade, and the emotions slip away along with them. If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not take long for the memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade. Both love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers. We all need a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little, but I won't work for free.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you?
What do you think?
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the curatorium.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't worry, boss. You can count on me!
And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either.
I'm not gonna lie, Giota reminds me a lot of like
Especially not the desert.
Cole. They
Life
both have
doesn't always
internal
go as
dialogues.
planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She's still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry, hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Shoot, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind...
Like, it sounds like her
I
voice
think I
is
should come
being
with you.
That sounds perfect.
processed through a filter.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random
Where
thought.
is Candace in all this bullshit? She wasn't even protecting the village.
I'm Dia, an eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you.
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Ole!
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It
Same
looked
thing
like
for
you
Jet,
spoke without
by the way.
moving
Jet
your mouth.
mouth does not move.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
What is it, Kale?
It's you! You're the voice who's been speaking in my head. You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon.
Mm-hmm. I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain.
But why are you so
an
involved in
angel who
this,
has
Nicole?
lived since ancient times.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly?
Oh,
Mm.
Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods.
Yep. And she's also an amazing sculptor.
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give—
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just
What?
relax and be yourselves.
Miss Nicole? If it's okay.
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with... I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru? I can guide you to the truth. But it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer...
What? I want to know. Ask about Cole's secret character. Come on, how nosy are we? She was like, we don't want to tell anyone. And then we were like, hey, tell us. What is it?
I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a
Yeah.
lot more people than I was expecting.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by...
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret be...
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole.
You're actually a boy, Cole.
I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever
Oh,
it is,
God.
there's no need for me to hide it from my closest friends.
Ethan's like, what?
Friends. It's so nice to hear that.
All right. In that case, Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
Of course she is. She's been tortured by them. Everyone knows
When
this.
I was young, I got sick with the Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help.
Where is your mom and dad, by the way?
To an unfamiliar. There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me,
You would
all
think
the
she'd be an
time,
S rank, right? Given the fact that she's god remains in her body.
overcome those memories. Anyway, so
But Holy is like, no,
that
4-star.
happened to me has
But she has to
something
be
do with the
exactly like
god
Amber.
remains they injected me with.
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
What?
Lilipor is like, what? Or her goddess. That's her goddess.
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us.
Lilipor, that
The
was her
possibility
former
crossed
god
my mind when
before she
Kale
went
recited the
on.
Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the eternal oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in
How did the
some
god of flowers
experiment.
die?
It's not an uncommon occurrence. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her all this time without even realizing it.
I don't
She
know
was
what
also
to
a
say.
Seelie. The goddess of flowers was also an angel.
Really. But knowing that a fragment of the goddess of flowers is inside my body is... It's a strange feeling.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis's Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tainari.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the goddess of flowers?
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning. The Mother of Dreams? Lord of Flowers and Oases? She must have had a premonition.
She also was she forced to keep her mouth shut like you?
We won't let her
Hey, wait a
efforts go
minute.
to waste.
Was Nicole's ability to
don't understand.
communicate through telepathy something given to her by Alice?
Indeed.
I think it
You weren't
was.
the only one injected with god remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted. I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not change. All right, any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the mausoleum of...
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into action.
What is
I'll
her
hope
plan?
It'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all
Oh, and
7
Nefer didn't
pillars of
come.
King Deshret agree
Nor
to
did
let us proceed,
Dea.
the scale of the work to follow is daunting, to say the least.
And Nilu and Candace. So where is Nilu and Candace?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date
Especially with
is
Candace.
probably, the Palace of
Layla
Eldest
once again is
Arthur, I
left
guess.
out of everything.
But this is orders of magnitude
Like even when we had
beyond
that
that. It's a
event
total
where all the characters
Look
showed
on the
up
bright side.
and took a group
At least
picture,
this time you're actually here when
Layla
Sumeru
was
needs you
not
most.
involved in that group
You
picture.
won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
What's up with that green thing
Mock me
on
all you
Hatem's chest?
But now that I'm here,
Like you
things
would
will
think
be
would be a
resolved
part of the
far
shirt,
more
but there's a
quickly
gap
and
there
smoothly
that shows
than
his
last
skin,
time.
and then the green gem is right on the skin.
Self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like...
That's funny. Because he wasn't here when Nahida needed help.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
And Nicole vanished. Everyone vanished, actually. I wonder if anyone else is like, hey, what the fuck is happening here? Nope. I wish you could. Oh, Farazan is here. Completely forgot that Farazan existed. Still no Candace, though.
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby.
Dude, you literally, like, if she taught classes at the
That's enough for
freaking
us.
academia,
We just have to take a look.
like, it would be the most insane thing.
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar.
Oh, well, if you insist,
Like, girl, you have all the knowledge in the world. You have history upon history.
Whoa. Where did that come from?
Bitch is an angel, guys. Like, for the academia, she's literally smarter than, well, is she more knowledgeable than Nahida?
and the earth trembles beneath its feet.
Well,
What do you think?
Nahida is part of Irmin's soul,
Isn't it?
and Irmin's soul been around longer than
Madam Farazan.
the Evelyn Principal,
Come take a look.
All right, but
which
hang on
I
a
think
moment.
Evelyn Principal
I have to
created
finish
Angel.
reviewing this proposal first.
You called? What is it, youngster?
This squirrel
Youngster,
statue.
this chick is actually old.
Isn't it cute?
Like, this is the one person older than Farazan here.
I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Young
A
lady.
hero? I suppose so. Actually,
I was
didn't
like,
really have a specific theme in mind. I just
This-
started working on it, and this is how it turned out.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good
Now we
tale
need
of
Nicole and
glory and doom,
Yaimiko, because
right?
Yaimiko's also about
The statue represents
novels,
the heroic tale you long
which
to
is
see
something I
deep down
realized that
inside.
Evidencia in
Also, on
Honkai
the
Star Rail
subject of
also like
heroism,
novels. Huh?
I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the heavens, it would lend a greater gravitas to the overall image. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. Kave! Kave!
Sorry, Madam Faruzan, I'm a little bit...
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for...
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that?
The hero
Classical beauty is a
scroll.
great direction to explore.
Precisely. A declaration of victory. Then place the two statues face...
Yes! That's exact.
It'll be a masterpiece.
Just call me Nicole.
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, in this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical...
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly. Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes? What exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Farrozan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
Let's not tell.
Good idea.
So they know that Nicole is magical, but they were like, where did the scroll come from?
What's wrong? Kale got a fragment of the goddess of flowers, and all I got was one of the 7 pillars who served under King Deshret. I lost out, didn't I?
That's what you're upset about?
God. Hey, Layla's here.
Oh, so many books, but I've learned a lot that the textbooks could never teach me.
It's kind of crazy that the voice actress for her, Layla, is so much more feisty than Layla.
Paimon, thanks again for your... You're welcome!
So where the fuck is Dea and Jet? And Nefer. That's an interesting group.
Good to finally meet you in the flesh. It's a little surreal seeing you here after exchanging letters for so long.
Is
In
what?
my head, the boss of the Curatorium of Secrets didn't look so young.
Sounds like you have some history then?
Any budding mercenary group needs a steady supply of intel. They, in turn, can prove the Curatorium of Secrets is happy to cooperate with friends from all over the world. If you're interested, you'd be very welcome to join our network too, Miss Dia.
Can't say no to a solid partnership, especially out here in the desert. Having intel can mean the difference between life and death, but cooperation's built on mutual trust, and there isn't much contact between the desert and Nodcry. So, I'm guessing you reached out to Jet first, Miss Nefer? What's behind your interest in the desert? Nostalgia? Or is there someone you're looking to take care of? Let's put all our cards on the table first. Things will go more smoothly that way.
I like your style, Flame Mane. Actually, I had this same discussion with Jet before we started working together. To be clear, I have no intention of using you for... Were that to change, I wouldn't drag outsiders into a conflict that doesn't concern them. There's no point in doing certain things.
Well said. Taking responsibility for one's own affairs is the way of the desert folk. Huh.
You sure that's a compliment?
Well said. Taking responsibility for one's own affairs is the way of the desert folk. Huh. It's like you're one of us.
She is one of you guys. She literally, just like you, Jet, she also got the people who wronged her, fucking murdered her. Although she didn't do it with her own hands, so she had to manipulate them. Whereas us and Jet pretty much massacred her. Well, we committed genocide, to be more accurate.
Absolutely.
I think it's called the Tenet Clan.
Sure. I love working with no-nonsense people. And you certainly fit that description.
As do I, my...
But these people play a whole different game than us. Like we're kids compared to these three. But yeah, Dea and Mavuika. And the whole time I thought Dea with what the Mavuika would look like. When I saw Dea and Sumeru, I was like, damn. We're gonna get like I thought Natlin was based on a darker skin region. But Dea showed up and I'm like, okay. We're definitely not getting a dark skin Archon. Because they're pretty similar, even they're here. Are designed very similarly. And Dea's outfit could have easily been a Natlin outfit. Because Natlin also has text, mechanical things. Just waving her hands. Whereas everybody else pretty much stiff. Shit. I wish they took the blindfold off her. There's no reason to keep it on. And I wish they took it off and also fixed her. Hey, she's in the thing. On the list, go to the Great Hall of Shoots. And Jed's one of the characters.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Like, Jed just got caught up in something way bigger than she expected. She has no reason to be here. She just saved her asses though, but that was purely coincidental that she showed up. Hey, this place. You went to the roof to fight something. But yeah, this pretty much wrapping up it. The entire Sumeru, everything, except for the skeptics and Paris.
Tourist attraction? Ah, closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor?
Dude, one of them is the one that's gonna save your ass, never.
You surmise correctly. We are here to carry out a rather enormous project.
Oh, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the gaping void in our lives? Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Crocco's faces. All this activity is making for quite... I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you doing here?
Oh, this is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings. Truly hysterical.
Why, you... Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilipar. Goatee, Crocco, and I all have the same problem.
All this thought has been speaking.
But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get in here?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world threatens to burst you at the seams.
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time is of the essence. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, then please... As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first resolve the problems that plague the...
All right, stop arguing, Crocco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The three questions are the crucial thing here.
We're talking about Little Pork, cause Nefer's right here, and Nefer kind of fucked you guys for a long time. That she was supposed to answer the question, but she dipped and never came back, and had no plans of coming back.
Have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open.
She lied.
Unless, with the passage of time, you have...
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite
I don't think so.
Myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer, not the one King Deshret.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
So his name is Al-Halmar. That's what King Deshret's real name is. Cause sometimes I see them waking and I'm like, who's Al-Halmar?
Time. And that's not only the answer.
But time shows all truths.
It's the answer to all three of them. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate, current affairs are always fraught.
Does love and hate too go with time? I don't think so.
Only time can
Not in this world though, because even like, is there any creature that's still alive? Because even then, look at what's her name, Nicole. Nicole still loves. That never changed.
You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined they are to believe that only time is qualified to be their judge.
I don't really see that correlation.
Time, well.
Whatever.
Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love and hate, right and wrong, the rise and fall of all things back to their point of origin.
Wait a minute, is this landscape going to change now? Hey, they're free and they're monsters. Is he a monkey? No, he's a goat, huh? What is happening here? Cause thought he's usually a monkey. Sobek is a Sobek is a crocodile. But thought's usually a monkey. At least in persona.
You have my sincere gratitude.
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You 3 seem to be in good spirits.
No, it's a bird. Now why is the fucking monkey in persona?
Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I
What does this persona be lying about?
to experience it for yourself. Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you, Thoth the Ibis King.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you 2 getting along so well.
Should we maybe
What?
introduce ourselves?
You don't even know who Nefer was, huh? Like, why are you surprised that you get along?
I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino. And this is the former Spantamad sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than you can imagine.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later.
So it's either Ibis or a baboon?
Disciple.
You're like a helpless parent. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's
Wait,
world.
your name changed too. Was it always,
To share its fruits with you 2.
I guess they called him Goatee, Croca. That's the thing that they're calling him before.
Is that
But now
so?
he's going by his real name.
Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions.
Fair point.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state your
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not?
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another.
What has it?
Whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma and is currently receiving treatment from the Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon?
Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instincts. Ah, good heavens.
I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt for the Archons.
Was she cool with Deshret at some point?
Kusanali must have some...
You can help us make history.
A smooth talker.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, we can use its technology to our advantage.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irminsul itself. Besides, I hear your reasons, but To give Aru up over such would be...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues.
What are we talking about? Like, Aru? It's like
all
it's
in
real
on this.
technology, right? It's like a computer.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people living in Sumeru.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies? Shall we lend our...
Since you ask so nicely.
Naturally what? Are you for...
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved within?
Golden slumber, early form of ideal paradise, envisioned by free from all limits, constraints. So where are the Paris? So many characters and so many names. He once have stood among the gods, only to be defeated by the king Deshret and brought into his service. Among the 7 pillars, the Gold King embodies the rulership. And this is the one that's possessed Sina. The greatest of sages. I still don't know why they were in prison.
We do. We understand the risks involved.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia. Knowing this, are you sure of your decision?
We are sure. Before people can dream, they must first live.
If your minds are made up, very well. We shall summon our erstwhile colleagues to discuss this further. Saint Shezepank, Saint Bennu, once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret. But now, we invoke the right to awaken you with our voices.
Saint Binu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Saint Shezbank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Ah, Lord Herreshoff. What a long time it has been. I trust you are keeping well.
So they're the ones that advised them to use forbidden knowledge.
Outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that same phrase. In life, death, and now...
Al-Akmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations.
Aru is the pride of Al-Ahmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Ahmar was a stern ruler, a god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
She's a pillar?
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact...
Oh, 7 pillars, so these are 1... And a pep is one of the pillars? Why did he make her a pillar?
Can someone attest to this? Do we have any proof?
I ask the 3 kings. Can any of you... of this...
Intelligent construct fashioned by King Dashra? What?
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Herreshoff, you diabolical fiend!
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezpank, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our remit. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that those before us understand the significance of what they intend to do. Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the golden slumber will return to the ley lines. And once the ley lines flow again, these souls shall in turn be received by Irminsul.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I am speaking right now. Alright.
To take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king to a permanent end.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way. But no matter. Saint Binu approves.
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate Aru. By the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will, let the gates of Aru be reopened.
We get a cutscene or something? Yes. Now my question is, are all these places going to permanently change? And this was Haru all along? Birds, people.
Hey, look at that! What's this? Are we under attack?
Oh, she goes see your father?
No. Wait,
Or-
it's...
What about Jabrel?
Here you are. Through the sands of time. I see you.
Father. Father, is it real?
It's Jet's father, Jibriel! That's right! He
Oh,
entered
that's
the
it?
golden slumber, didn't he?
Who's an
I smell
enemy?
blood and sand on you. You've grown. Strong as a wild beast, and without shedding a tear.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this.
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Semail, is finally free. I am truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
Hey, he turned into a bird.
Father! Father! Father.
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to eat? Maybe it'll help you feel better.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father again meant the world to me. He was trapped in the golden slumber for our sake. And now, after all this time, he can finally rest in peace. I'm glad. It's a huge relief.
You've grown strong, Jet. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Bitch
Yeah.
was able
I'll
to
leave the
murder,
past in
commit
my memory
genocide.
where
I
it
think
belongs.
she's already
The family,
considered strong.
The good times and the bad. Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems we did a good deed today.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, Aru is open. Now you have your opportunity, and with it, whatever trouble may ensue. Although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmanship was nevertheless required to build the gate that connects it to this world. Perhaps the relationship between gods and humanity follows a similar principle.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but please entrust the task to your most accomplished scholars, or Bennu will be most displeased.
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with humans.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all eternity.
All of us? What does this have to do with me?
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience. Unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done within the mausoleum.
Amazing. And all this is achieved just with the power of Aru?
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away!
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side? Do we have the manpower?
Why, yes. I've already contacted them. They'll be here soon.
Golden Slumber. Well, I don't really know what that is. Where are you frickin' is so this is Aru. That's where everyone who entered the Golden Slumber soul goes to.
You must be the ones tasked by the Academia with renovating Aru?
That's right. Good afternoon.
I don't understand, like, how does this work? Like, Haru seemed like a magical thing.
Come and introduce yourself.
We've met before. This is Thoth, the Ibis King. And
I've only ever seen these two in murals.
Ah, the paintings in the temple. They show us chatting, playing cards, playing chess. Precisely the activities we most enjoy, funnily.
No, only you enjoy playing chess. We were just humoring you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Back to the matter at hand. A preliminary assessment by the Academia indicates that this project requires expertise in various disciplines, including the deciphering of ancient tech. The most capable minds in their respective fields are here before you.
What?
If there are no objections, we'd like to begin our work.
The artisans who built Aru for Al-Ahmar gave their very lives to create this splendid.
These are the most intelligent people for each required field here.
Devotion to this project.
I didn't know that. We'll do our best, of course, but we certainly won't be sacrificing our lives.
Such brazen words. Humans these days are...
It's a shame we didn't get it took us the smartest person, I think. in the academia at one point was what's her name? That desert girl that was second. Well, not someone second, but she was essentially right hand to the former Grand Sage, and right now she's in Aru Village. It is called Aru Village, right? Because this place is also called Aru. It's a shame she's not involved in the story quest. You have Aru Village and you have Aru, the heaven place that we're currently trying to repurpose.
No, that's not what he meant. Please don't mind him. He shares your sentiments, just not your, penchant for hyperbole.
I just think it's important to manage expectations.
Forgive my lack of courtesy, but we simply can't sacrifice our lives to the gods on completion of the project like people in the legends of old. Here's a first draft of the project proposal for your perusal. Please let us know if you have any. Normally, I'd have made it look a lot more visually appealing, but we were really
Naturally.
He always says naturally.
If my fellow ministers deem this meager display of respect sufficient, I suppose I can.
Why are you so preoccupied with the ostentatious displays of respect to Al Ahmar? We should be trying to make things easy for them. You never know. We might have to rely on these young people to look.
Exactly.
So he's a construct.
This is Aru's mainframe. Be reminded to use it with great caution.
We certainly will. Thank
You may attempt to lay out punishment should you so desire, though I'm afraid it would be futile. You and I both know that certain components of Aru can only be operated by humans.
Why?
King Deshret always believed in humanity. Still, the reason that Aru's modules are designed that way is not so much because he trusted them.
Is that true? No wonder human artisans helped to build Aru then. He actually required human assistance to create his greatest work.
Naturally.
So how does him allowing them to operate it means that he's wary of them?
It's like he's just going through the motions and leaving the real debate to his colleagues.
He understands the art of perfunctory speech. That's what earned him his position as the Minister of Ministers. It seems the rumors about King Deshret being a poor judge of character are baseless after all.
Excuse me for being blunt, but it sounds suspiciously like you're putting yourself on a pedestal and mocking me.
You're mistaken. And while there's nothing strictly wrong with making every conversation about yourself, it's not exactly a
Why is he
positive
leading it?
tendency either.
You? Whatever. I knew it'd be like this working with you. All right, let me past. I need to look at this console.
It's
Like these two, man, like there's no other characters in this have this dynamic.
Please proceed.
I guess the closest thing is like Nefer and Lama.
As per the procedures outlined in the engineering.
And you're both dangerous as well. In that they have these always somewhat button heads. But it's more like Lama is trying to be nice and Nefer is just nihilistic.
Hello there, youngsters.
Always assuming the worst of people.
Whoa, the Ibis King came to. What do you mean, came to life?
You did say we could start our research, right?
I've reviewed the proposal. The work you're planning to carry out on this grand device is ambitious in its scope. You have ample confidence in your abilities,
I wouldn't say I'm feeling
You are the top scholars of your day. I trust you are aware that there are countless links between
Aru and the Akasha. I thought the Akasha was the Academia's greatest technological accomplishment, created years ago by the Dendro.
And you too? Do you not know either?
You've read the instruction manual.
An instruction manual? The Akasha has an instruction manual?
It used to sit on a shelf in the corner at the House of Dana. If the manual is to be believed, Aru was in fact the original inspiration for the Akasha system.
What?
But there are so few records about Aru
That clearly should have read the freaking instruction
practically
manual.
none of the scientific expeditions into the desert had...
Ah, but this is something you could not possibly have known. You may have heard many stories about the desert, but what is the most important aspect of history? Consider this a quiz.
I'm from Vahumana. It's, well...
Precisely. And a large part of veracity is the chronological order in which, if I may as well tell you. In the beginning, Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers, descended upon Sumeru. The glory of the heaven was within her. She brought life, oases, and
But why was she so
knowledge to this
special?
land.
Whereas Nicole has to keep her mouth
She
shut
created the jinn
and pretty much stayed away from
ordered them to serve
most
her.
civilization.
2 other gods also walked upon this land where wisdom flowed in abundance, and the 3 met beneath the great green trees. It was the first and greatest alliance. We should speak with reverence of this covenant between the 3, which transcended both time and life. For they promised that in Sumeru, wisdom would be shared with all. All the great changes in Sumeru's history began with the goddess of flowers. For King Deshret's sake, she pried into the secrets of Celestia, and for this was burned to ashes by the flames of wrath. So grieved was King Deshret by her passing that he lost all interest in state affairs and devoted himself instead to the knowledge that she had brought back. It was after learning of the technology from that floating island in the sky that he first conceived of Aru. And so, the Akasha was inspired by Aru, while the basis for Aru itself came from Celestia's technology.
Well, if the 2 share a common technological origin, then connecting one system to the other is an entirely feasible idea.
Unbelievable. Have you no reverence at all for celestial technology?
Alright, so she pried into the secrets of Celestia. King Deshret was somehow able to remake celestial technology. And she got burned, and the Akasha created by the Dendro Archon is a mere replica.
The schedule is too tight. Blame it on the deadline.
Perhaps you could try coming up with our cutoff date.
You know what it's like having to turn around 5 different drafts in one day? I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Yeah, also, Sir Ibis King, you don't plan on getting directly involved at all, do you?
Yes, well, you strike us more as having come to give a popular science lecture. Or, wait, does this count as more?
Neither. Anyway, this sounds like far too much work for me.
Still, if Aru is so powerful, why didn't King Deshret use it for more ambitious ends?
Because it was never fully completed. King Deshret had grand plans, but in the beginning, his wish was to create something that could rival the very world itself. The Lord of Flowers sacrificed everything. What he desired, she bestowed. And thus was knowledge brought into the world.
And forbidden knowledge in Elazar.
Sacrifice had to be honored with the most splendid of monuments, or King Deshret would surely have deemed it a grave injustice. And that monument, built from knowledge and technology, etched with a sacrificial and courageous love, even in its unfinished form, at that time, King Deshret said the following to the Lord of Dendro. Since we
exposition?
share an eternal covenant, I shall never be your enemy. Hence, the fruit of wisdom from the heavens is not to be devoured. Remember, it is not that I lack the power to become the enemy of wisdom. Yet you and she have taught me much and shown me kindness. For this, I cherish you both. In the end, Aru was only used to store a portion of the souls. It was but a primitive form of the masterwork the king had envisaged. His final hope for Aru was to return to the past, when she yet lived.
What?
So
It
the
was supposed to
point
be a
you're
time
making
travel
is,
thing?
King Deshret was both powerful and ambitious, and he only ceased his imperious ways out of affection for the goddess of flowers and the Dendro Archon. You could see this as an act of mercy, but you could also see it as the sentiments that lay between these three gods placing constraints on him. This was, after all, the foundation of the alliance between them.
This explains why Aru was both a prison and a monument, and why the answer to the three questions was time.
You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all manner of misfortune.
I don't really get
This
it.
is as true for gods as it is for humans. Love is the same. It is both a prison and a monument.
Okay, I get it.
All right.
I guess
Let
that's
us
it.
pause the story here for now. Who's in charge again? Is it you two?
Ah, yes, me and him.
Now then, close your eyes. Wisdom hides in the space between the tangible and the intangible. By the power of King Deshret, I shall grant you a glimpse into the unseen secrets that lie.
Where
Were those
did
things
this
always there?
come from? Is it a new mechanism?
It looks more like some form of externalized information. You've rendered it visible.
Just as the Akasha allows you to access a greater range of knowledge, the power of our king permits one to perceive ingenuities that do not belong. This is no ordinary mechanism. It reflects the internal structure of Aru. Whether you choose to increase or decrease, keep or discard. Come, you...
Looks mechanical to me. Better let me handle it, just in case.
Turn around.
So that's where the elevator is.
What? Now the story starts? That felt like it took forever, this exposition and bullshit. Anyway. That's enough for me for today. And bye-bye. Bye-bye.